Greetings, gentle viewer!
And howdy!
Last time, we learned nothing new whatsoever and retread entirely old ground. But this time with Hijiyama, who wasn't really concerned about anything until he finally found out what was going on back in Sector 5.
Yeah.
But before then, he was only concerned with two things: Yakisoba Pan and Tsukasa Okino. Thrilling! As far as Okino, we found out
absolutely nothing.
Isn't it interesting how we keep finding out nothing about Okino? I mean, we found out about 2188 versions of them.
That's true.
And that makes sense, and it's kind of interesting. But I just wonder if there's some reason that we keep finding out nothing about Okino, even though we're at 71% of Hijiyama. Like, we've only got 2 more of his events.
Yeah, most of what we've learned about Okino have been from other people's roots.
We have gotten very little about Okino from Hijiyama's route. How much about Okino did we get from Nenji?
Right?
You'd think that we would have gotten some of that here. Speaking of not getting anything about Okino, we're the Bittersweet Gamers!
Oh, how profound. I'm We Squared.
I'm the Opinionator. It makes me wonder. Speaking of wondering...
No.
It makes me wonder. Is the reason that we find out nothing about Okino that we're going to be surprised with some kind of villain turn? I don't actually believe this.
That would certainly be interesting.
It would be a shock. I don't believe it's going to happen. I think Okino is weird, and I kind of don't like him, but I do think he's trustworthy because, again, he's putting his life on the line to fight in the final battle.
Yeah.
What the heck else do you want? I'm not complaining about him. But wouldn't it be interesting if the reason we don't really see anything about him on Hijiyama's route, because Hijiyama is just so blindered, is because Okino has been convinced by Ida or something?
That would certainly be interesting. Though, I will not lie, I am looking forward in the final destruction level to fighting Data Ghost Tetsuya Ida in a Gladiator EX. That would be awesome.
That would be amazing. I hope it happens. Again, I think it would be fascinating if Okino becomes a villain. Not expecting it, and I'm not going to say that I'm going to be disappointed.
Right.
But I will say this. Who's here? Why, we have, in addition to our 13 protagonists, we have BJ, we have Chihiro Morimura, we have Juro Izumi, but we don't have Okino.
That's something worth noting.
Huh.
We also don't have Tetsuya Ida.
Huh. But all that is crackpot conspiracy stuff. Mm-hmm. Speaking of crackpots, we're...
Enough, Damon, enough!
I was wondering if you were going to stop me. So Hijiyama just found out that times aren't connected to causality, and I guess so did Okino?
Yeah!
What am I supposed to do now?
Because we always thought he kind of knew at least some of what was going on?
But it seems like Okino really doesn't know anything at all, or not that much, even though he was around in, like, the Battle of 2064.
Right?
Huh. Destroyer of Worlds is here.
Mm-hmm.
However, they had Nenji up here.
Yeah.
Meaning that at this time, Nenji kind of knew more about this stuff
You're right!
than Okino did. Anyway, well, maybe he didn't. Maybe I guess he and Tomi never really found out about the not connected to causality thing.
Fair enough, because they went into the future, which was already destroyed, as opposed to going into the past.
No, in any case, yes.
If I'd been there, before my homeland lost everything, if I'd fought in the Sentinel, maybe we'd still have some hope left.
No.
Especially without the meta system.
Yeah.
I just realized, we were working out some of the battle mechanics that we hadn't quite gotten to in the previous episode, or the previous battle episode. You get energy for defeating enemies. That means you get energy from the meta chips. That means that originally they wouldn't have been able to get energy by defeating enemies, which makes sense as just a game mechanic. But the way the meta system works is it's part of like a meta narrative, So I wouldn't have batted an eye about that, but it just means that originally...
When they run out of juice, they're out of juice.
All they've got is defend.
I see.
So they really couldn't have lasted for very long. The meta system is what made it possible for them to fight at all.
Huh.
According to Okino, that chance is long gone. But he might still know something. I feel so powerless.
Oh well, time to get some yakisoba pun.
In the end, all I can do is rely on him. He's telling me about all these things, but even I know this is all over my head. How do I make a difference? Is it even possible?
Well, time for the walk to school. Run around looking for money, buy a yakisoba pun.
Now, where is Okino?
Thrilling! It's not thrilling.
Yep.
Okay.
Hello.
Hold it right there.
Well, we know exactly what's going to happen. Look!
No, come on!
We really are just looking for money. Goto's gonna be like, you don't go to this school, what are you doing here? And then Hijiyama is just gonna punch him off and drag him and strap him into the warehouse.
You certainly don't take pride in your appearance.
Or he's just going to make fun of him.
That's all I have to wear.
Do we really have students like you at our school? I've never seen you around. What school do you attend?
Can't mind his own business.
I've never seen you around.
Can't mind his own business.
Nothing, huh? Okay, see, I'm just gonna leave.
That obvious. What happened?
I'm surprised he's
I
letting
looked
us.
at the wrong textbook. I was studying for the wrong subject the whole night.
That happens.
It does?
And of
How?
course, the teacher just had to call on me. Yikes.
So a total trash fire.
Meanwhile, Hijiyama, a trash fire, the perfect distraction.
That's...
Cat money. Pick up cat.
100 yen coin. That's a lucky find. Oh, wait. This isn't what it looks like.
It looks like you were robbing that cat of its money.
And then she runs away.
Really, it's all a misunderstanding.
Such a misunderstanding of shame that it made you collapse to your knees?
No. I guess it wasn't a misunderstanding at all.
Okay, don't mind me.
That's...
Pick up cat.
Really? What exactly are you doing?
He's taking money on the ground.
I can't pick up this cat while someone's looking at me. I have to distract him somehow so I can take the money and buy some yakisoba pan because this is the most important thing to be focusing on right now.
What's got you all nervous?
I just don't want to miss the show tonight.
Oh, so that's...
Oh yeah, she thinks Hijiyama is cute.
Well, she thinks all boys are cute.
I mean, I have no money. Takes 150. What's the problem, you know? Why can't he just pick up the money?
Right?
No, I understand it's about his dignity and he doesn't want to have lost it, but there comes a point where dignity becomes pride.
Yeah.
And taking pride in yourself is one thing, but being prideful is another.
Well, Damon, you tried. You tried to find some other way around this other than dealing with Renya Goto, the cat sitter.
Well, there's nothing I can do. I can't get rid of Goto.
Maybe we have to use Miwako to distract
What's got
him.
you all nervous?
I just don't
But
want
you
to
can't
miss the
interact
show
with her.
Oh, so that's it. I was wondering why you've been missing practice. What's the show?
It's, Midnight Meow Meow. I'm just a big fan, you know, back to front.
Oh, right. That show with the pop stars.
What? Something wrong with that?
I mean, it's fine, but
I hear you, man.
Hold it right there.
Goto-senpai!
Had to listen to the idol talk.
I guess?
Sorry. I remembered something I have to do.
Oh, he's gone.
You actually chased him off. That's amazing.
Okay.
100 yen coin.
That was
That's a lucky find.
arbitrary.
All right. Let's just get the yakisoba pan and move on.
Can we go back to the time loop?
I have 200 yen on me.
Well, at least the game is being consistent with the beginning of its segments, but that doesn't make them any less grating over time.
Your finest yakisoba pan, please.
According to the mystery files, Hijiyama eats the yakisoba pan away from other people so he doesn't drop it. But that's just not how it plays out.
Sorry for making you wait, yakisoba pan, but it's okay now. Time to dig in.
Doesn't it look like he's talking to these two guys?
A little bit, yeah. And they look just as concerned as I would be if a man walked up to me talking to his yakisoba pod.
Delicious.
I don't care if it's yakisoba pan or not.
Impossibly delicious.
Okay, man, I get it. If a person is talking to their food in any way, I'm going to be slightly concerned.
But of course it is. It's yakisoba pan.
Okay, that's good.
Let's just move on now.
No, I get it. Just like Natsuno putting BJ in the bag, Hijiyama is doing the thing that's most important to him, which is scrounging up money to eat his favorite food. But, yeah.
Oh, hey, we gonna get some more cash?
That's...
Oops.
100 yen coin.
Score! Now
That's
we
a
can
lucky
get
find.
another yakisoba pod!
I wonder if that's what'll happen, or if he's gonna get a drink.
No, there wouldn't be any around here.
Let's try for a drink. Thrilling, I know.
Here we go.
So I'll see you at the usual place later.
Okay, by this point,
Yeah, she's been...
blackmailing Okino. Because we never got any payoff on that.
Yeah.
Now, however, Hijiyama is gonna be like, why is Okino talking to a girl?
Yeah, I get it.
I'll see you later.
Who was that just now?
Nobody, okay? It's fine. Oh, right. I should probably tell you. I'll be late getting home again tonight.
And the music.
You've been gone every night for a while now. Where have you been going?
Oh, I've just been going out drinking with friends. You know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we just never got the conclusion to what Tomi was doing. The last we saw of her was just hearing from Miyuki Inaba.
Yeah.
Tokisaka Shrine?
You don't need to know.
Hey,
Go ahead and get yourself dinner. Don't wait up for me, okay?
I shouldn't right now. After sundown, I'll wait for him at Tokisaka Shrine. Tokisaka Shrine. No point just sitting around waiting for him. I'll have to kill time for a while. That damn Okino. Is that what this money was for? Just a bribe to appease me?
It works. It's always worked.
Yeah.
No, I'm getting too worked up about this. Damn his allowance. I can spend this all right now.
Yeah, that'll teach him.
You go on there. Stressy with your bad self.
Oh my god, he is.
Oh man.
Delicious.
Blood sugar spiking, becoming type 2 diabetic.
And now he's going to be too sick to go after Okino. He's just going to fall over dead.
Delicious.
I can feel my fingers and toes tingling with the spiky blood sugar high. Oh man, I'm gonna poop
Delicious.
so much later, and it's gonna smell so bad. Oh yes, soda. My heart is racing.
Something's going on with him.
Hey, C. Straw.
Okay.
What was Okino planning with that girl?
No comment. Oh, now I have to get the next. Hiking!
What is happening?
I think I preferred Fuyusaga's.
Right?
It feels like he's hiding something.
Oh, really? The time traveler who built the Sentinels and didn't tell you he had another one? Never mind! My tirade is over. Tirade, tie something.
Oh no. What time is it?
Yes.
I need to hurry over to Tokisaka Shrine.
Ah, but I really have to poop!
Oh, cramp!
I can't believe I overslept. It's so late.
Well, yeah, you went into a freaking food coma because you consumed 946 grams of carbs in 30 minutes.
The two of them must be long gone by now. Probably.
And then, of course, they just
Right.
warp right in.
Well, no choice. I'll wait here and confront them when they return. Ogata.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
Oh, yeah!
Hey, Hijiyama. You remember all that shit you put me through?
The last thing we actually saw as far as this went,
Was them discovering the Tamao android in the trash.
but we didn't see what happened after that.
Right, because then Juro reminisced to being attacked
Yeah,
by
and
it.
that was as far as it went. So this is actually the continuation of a couple plot lines that we didn't get to see.
Excellent.
That's neat.
Because I sure as hell do.
Now that I think about it, I don't know how you escaped, but I see how it is. You came looking for another black eye.
Try it. See what happens.
Ogata-kun, aren't we here to look for Kisaragi-san?
Yeah, okay, fine. Don't have time for this. Sorry to disappoint. We'll dance some other time.
And that's your decision to make, huh? Selfish bastard.
The hell are you doing here anyways?
I'm looking for Okino.
What happened to him?
This is just what I heard from Sawatari-san. But according to her, Kisaragi-san's been going out to meet some guy lately.
She what? Just the two of them?
Everything we had to say about this scene, we said on the last go-around.
Right.
Must be that girl from this afternoon.
And away he goes, off to the dumpster. No? Okay.
He will eventually.
So that's who Kisaragi ran off with. Got a feeling I know where they went, too.
Nenji knows what's going on.
What? How?
She mentioned something about it.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about on the train platform.
Yeah,
That was actually based on a real memory he had.
I know. When we finally got to it, we were immediately traumatized.
So this Okino you're looking for, is that Tsukasa Okino?
What? You know him?
Not exactly.
But he dreams of him.
Don't say that to Hijiyama.
Or rather, he dreams of... Or rather, 426
Yeah.
dreams of Okino. Because as far as we know, that's the one.
Right.
Like, this Okino is that Okino.
Yeah, from the previous loop.
Or no, I mean...
No?
No, that's not the case.
Ah!
No, that's me being entirely wrong. That is the Okino from the previous loop, and the earliest we saw this loop's Okino was in Sector 3 in the Battle of 2064. That did happen,
Yes?
right? Yeah, Okino's here,
Yeah.
and this is most definitely before this battle, so even though Okino may not appear in this battle, but you remember when Hijiyama's Sentinel was discovered, Goto was like, that's Okino's.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
So Okino, the reason we don't see Okino in this scene is because he's fighting in this scene. Okay.
By the way, do you know how to work this time travel business?
Oh yeah, both of them were like, I don't know what to do.
Oh. You don't know either?
Or we're just gonna end the scene here, okay. Oh no, okay.
Yeah, Judo, they didn't find it, Judo remembered it. He remembered finding it here.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure they found it.
Did they?
Did you have to take the same hiding spot? It's too hot over here now. Move over there.
Shut it. If it's so damn stuffy, then you take a hike. God damn it. Sick of all these mosquitoes.
Maybe they didn't even go today.
No, you're right. I was just thinking of Kyuta revealing himself to Judo afterwards.
Yeah.
But weird that we just skipped that part. After that happens, Nenji and Hijiyama are like weird and then just go hide.
They just go on with their business, yeah.
Well, Kurabe already went home. But I ain't leaving until I know what's going on here.
Yeah, he went home for some pretty good reasons, huh?
Same here. The way things are, I feel like I don't know anything anymore. So, this girl, Kisaragi, what kind of relationship do you two have?
I love the way he snarled out her name.
She's, you know, a friend.
A friend, huh? Okino hasn't been wearing the dress lately. Did he drop it for the sake of getting close to her? Maybe you weren't the person I thought you were, Tsukasa Okino.
Well, we only ever see him in the dress in your route, with one exception, my dude.
Shh. They're coming.
Seriously, I'm not lying. I know I saw that image pop up.
I know. The access logs confirm you got in. The question is, why didn't we get a response?
From talking to Miyuki Inaba.
Yeah.
Trying to contact her.
Okino!
Hey, idiot, don't just jump out.
Ogata? What the heck are you doing here?
Shut up.
Huh? Don't tell me. Are you a little jealous? That's totally it, right?
Well,
Please.
maybe a widow.
Get jealous over you.
Oh, is that as far as it goes?
Is that what this is about? You got jealous?
Don't be ridiculous. I was just
worried about you, that's all. You went to that underground place, right?
Well, the androids were all broken anyway.
I mean, heck, if something had happened to you.
Moron.
Why is it that Nenji and Tomi are the ones inspiring other people's romantic pursuits? Oh, no, hold on. No, they were inspired by Keitaro and...
Natsudo. It was
okay.
the other way around.
Yeah.
I want to know how to save everyone. If there's a way, then tell me. Please.
I understand.
I like how when Tomi blushes, she looks like shocked and angry.
I'm doing my best to find the right answer here. I don't know if it'll be enough to save everyone, but it could make a difference, at least. I'll tell you all I know. It's getting late. You should all go home.
About time!
Huh?
Right?
Come on, Okino, you kidding me?
Oh, come on. I'll explain everything on the way back. So walk me home? Please.
Damn it. You got off easy this time, Okino.
And Tomy enslaves Nenji.
Now, we'd better get going.
Of course, that's exactly what she wanted.
Oh, obviously.
To where?
The Tower of Knowledge.
Excuse me?
That's where it all starts.
Sector 0?
Sector 1.
Well, no, Sector 1's 21. Oh, I guess this isn't 21.
Well, okay, this is Sector 4. The UFO.
Okay.
In 85.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What is this?
I told you about this before. We're inside the buried UFO.
Honestly, Hijiyama-kun, I tried talking to you about this stuff several times, but you just kept muttering something about yakisoba pan and a dress.
So this was built by humans from the future?
It wasn't built by yakisoba pan.
David,
Or extraterrestrials, potentially.
enough about yakisoba pan.
Enough about yakisoba pan. We're playing Hijiyama's story.
I know, he's going to give us more than enough.
So this UFO, it's somewhere deep underground?
It's not like yakisoba pan is Himborger in any case.
That's correct. You should focus more on Hamburger.
Oh, Himborger.
Now, what have I done?
Let's see. First, you'd better take a look at this.
I
Himborger.
know that shoreline.
Okay, I'll stop.
That's Ashitaba City in the middle. And 300 meters below the surface, we have this.
The saucer.
Around 30 kilometers in diameter.
That's gigantic. So this is what the Daimos had been chasing?
Exactly. The UFO's also in Sector 5, which means it's also buried there in 1945. The people there disappeared when Deimos came into contact with it. Same as in my time. But there's only one left, still fully functional, and that's the one in 1985. What's wrong?
1985. Even assuming it's a parallel world, something isn't right.
Huh.
We know there's a pattern to the attacks. 40-year gaps, going chronologically backwards.
I don't know if it was good or bad that we played Miura before this, or relatively early. I guess it was good, because we just didn't trust any of this. Well, it's just that a lot of these conversations seem pointless, when you pretty much get all of it from Miura anyway.
Yeah.
Then why has nothing happened in 1985? Why skip that year and go straight to my time?
That's actually pretty sharp, especially for you.
Well, I suppose if it starts, you know, the picture in the mystery files of the saucer, it was kind of like a star, right?
Yeah, 5 sections spreading out.
If, say, the one on the top is Sector 1, then to the left is 2, then the next one is 3, then 4, then 5,
Right.
You know, kind of going in a circle. Well, if they were to start at... Oh, but they didn't start at Sector 5.
No, they would have started at Sector 1.
And then gone 2, 3, and then jumped over there. I was thinking that there was a way in which you could do it that it just skipped one and left it for last.
But that is a little strange, isn't it? That they wouldn't go, like, in counterclockwise or clockwise fashion, that they would have skipped one?
Yeah, I guess they can't have done that. I wonder what Hijiyama has noticed. It would be nice if he thought about this stuff more.
Hey now.
It's because 1985 is kind of an outlier. Someone in that time has the decode control key.
That makes sense!
In other words, that'd be the one sending commands to the Deimos. That's why they never mounted a full attack.
Masura.
Well, no, we know who it is, and Nenji knows who it is.
Yeah.
Because Nenji has already been captured. So you mean that Okino was doing all that stuff with the headgear, with Nenji captured, before telling Hijiyama why they were doing it? The problem isn't that Okino wasn't telling Hijiyama anything. The problem is that Hijiyama doesn't care. Right? Do I need to show that that's true?
No, you're right. You're right.
Like in terms of the time? Right? Yep. We're not in a previous time. What the heck, dude? Why don't you care, Hijiyama?
They just went straight to Sector 5. Sector 4 will be the final target on their list, which means 1985 will be our last line of defense.
Thinking about it, there was one time, I think it was in the Amiguchi finale. It wasn't. It was in the Kisaragi finale, though we know there's more to the story after that. That was when she talked to Miyuki Inaba.
Yeah.
Well, in one of those two, where Amiguchi was trapped in here, Natsuno showed up, and we were like, why is she here?
Oh.
But now, based on what they're talking about...
Okay, that makes sense.
People from the future were preparing for the final battle. Those compatible with the inner Lossiter were being gathered in Sector 4.
So in the end, we can't stop the commands?
Well, you already know the situation. We have no idea who's actually summoning them. Even then, killing the source would be meaningless. Someone else would just start broadcasting the signal. Anyone implanted with the inner Lossiter is a candidate. Any one of them can be the Deimos' wayfinder.
That's Okino's fault, of course, but... I mean, not this one. This one's not the one that...
Right.
But getting the key, well, we know how it ends. You can't just get the key and destroy it, and that stops everything.
Right.
I can see how they might think that that's the case, but this has been going on for millions of years. Hasn't Tsukasa Okino been either failing to destroy that key or destroying that key and seeing that nothing happened for millions of years?
Yeah.
So even I might be...
Yeah. Even you could be the one luring them to us. One guy had his own plan. Murder everyone who had an inner Lossiter.
That was Judo Izumi, I guess.
The exterminator.
No more signal. He thought that might save the world.
How does Okino know this? He must have found the logs.
Yeah, between this time and an earlier time.
It's not unusual to think that he could have found those logs.
Well, he did just specifically refer to some logs that he and Tomi witnessed after their trip when they came back. So...
And pay attention. There's Okino.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
If it meant I could save my homeland, I would gladly give my life.
Except he just said that wouldn't matter.
So why do we have it in the first place? Who modified us with that inner Lossiter? Is that what they wanted? To destroy the world?
Like I said, there's still a lot we don't know. Besides which, it's this UFO that's abducting people.
Something like that. I guess you could look at it that way.
We don't know much about the inner Lossiter, but it's general use information technology from 2188. It's got that decode sending out commands, but that's comparatively a very minor part of its function.
Wait, minor?
That's the part I don't get. Something else is eating up over 80% of the inner Lossiter's processes. Some totally unrelated function.
The metasystem. Yeah?
Maybe?
Nothing to do with the decode.
I mean, the decode...
Oh no, it can't be the metasystem, because that uses the decode.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried to find out what function the system's prioritizing, but I don't know. None of this makes sense.
Huh. Yeah, we've really never even paid any attention to it, and there hasn't been anything big about it other than what we found out from 426.
Mm-hmm. Because there's only 13 people who have the inner Lossiter.
No, there's 15.
Oh, 15, right.
The extra two are Tsukasa Okino and Tamao Kurabe.
Right.
This loop's Tamao has died.
Uh-huh.
And the android Tamao from a previous loop has also died, and an android can't have inner Lossiters.
Correct.
Because, you'd have to have a body for that. The only other thing we know of is that, quote-unquote, Okino's Force Start program, that Keitaro Miura was spreading that around.
Right.
But that should be, like, before this, huh? Well, maybe.
It should be based on where the, timing of everything is.
If we're right. I think that's correct, though.
The data throughput of the decode isn't that much. It basically just needs to maintain a link to the person commanding the Deimos, and access 3 locations at regular intervals.
Yeah?
One of the access points is the mainframe of the UFO.
Makes sense.
Universal control. Might have to do with the reason people disappear. I'd need more data to know for sure.
Area destroyed. No need to load in the area's NPCs.
Something like that.
The second point of access is Sector 1. The automated factories in the year 2105.
Well, they're the ones that build them.
Yeah, Natsuno's even been there.
The factories weren't destroyed when they attacked.
Also, we found out that the real amount of Deimos being built seems to come from the RPFs or something, because by the end of the second battle area,
right,
we had destroyed more Deimos than the total output of the factories.
Correct.
They're using them to manufacture more Deimos. That's where the Sentinels were created too. And the final access point, by my guess, would be the thing Tomi Kisaragi saw.
The command ship.
Yeah.
That orbits...
That Miyuki Inaba's loaded to.
Yeah, that orbits whatever planet they're on.
Some kind of satellite in orbit.
Yeah!
And from its data banks, they're pulling blueprint data for the Deimos themselves.
Even knowing all that, though, are we any closer to saving the world?
It's a long shot, but if I can figure out this UFO and the orbital contact point, it's possible we can bring back the people who disappeared.
That seems plausible in some way or another, because something like that as a function actually does exist.
Right.
Within Universal Control, Sector 0.
Yeah.
But yeah, it feels like I'm still overlooking something. Something a bit more fundamental.
You really need to talk to Miura. Or Amiguchi.
Or the Brain Goblin.
Brain Goblin does not like them. Brain Goblin is not a fan of Okino. He's said that Okino and Hijiyama are dangerous. Looking at this, it's unknown who injected the interlocutors into the 15 students. Well, because we found out about the compatible and that's 15 people, we just assumed that these 15 individuals were the ones who would have them.
Yeah, like they had them since the beginning.
Yeah, maybe however it is that they are regenesis from Sector 0 according to the loop.
The loop rules of Universal Control that they just had them from birth.
Yeah, like when it regenesises them, that's a fun word, isn't it?
It's a really fun word.
That they just have them then. But we do know a great deal more than Okino, and I guess Okino is certainly no fool. We just expected that he would know more.
Because of his character archetype and how he acts.
Yeah, now it does seem as though he's looking at information completely different than that of the other characters, and that's interesting, of course.
Right.
Now, if we take a look at what's going on, these are the events we just did. Mm-hmm. After this, we have some stuff with Megumi Yakushiji. Juro says something to Miss Morimura and then runs off and is in danger in the abandoned factory where Hijiyama and Okino now have Juro captive. Then Megumi saves Juro by taking out Hijiyama and Okino. So that means this next one's got to be Hijiyama's end, and probably about right here.
Cool, let's get to the finale. Oh.
No! No!
I'm genuinely surprised. Well, in that case, let's finish up Keitaro.
May as well. Come, Miura.
Everything looks like it's made of gold. I remember the day the Kurabe family took me in.
Reminisce.
I held Chihiro's hand, and there was a sunset just like this.
You've got to give the Miura scenes credit. They just don't mess around. They don't make you do anything. It's just reminisce.
Yep.
Chihiro.
I wonder how much of Chihiro's, or of Miura's final story we're gonna get from Goto.
Yeah, that would make some sense.
I don't care who Chihiro says she is. She's still family. Takatoshi-san, you actually showed up?
That Sentinel belongs to us, doesn't it? Why wouldn't I show up?
I imagine this is before the Hijiyama events we just saw.
I believe so.
Because in order to unlock this, you have to do Hijiyama's Destroyers of Worlds.
Right.
So that's where it is, huh?
Yeah. The Sentinels inside that building.
Strange, isn't it? Pretty soon, all this will turn into a battleground. We'll be fighting in a place that's supposedly in the future. This is what we've been training for. Odd circumstances aside, it's an honor to fight using such incredible weapons.
Yeah, if you ignore everything else, I would have to agree, wouldn't I?
Same.
Takatoshi-san, if anything happens to me, could you look after Chihiro?
Don't be stupid! Whenever you're in trouble, I'll always be there. And if it ever looks grim, I'll be the first to take a bullet for you.
Dude, you can't be like the guy who always sacrifices yourself for everyone.
Yeah.
Then again, maybe that's why he always seems to win every battle. Well, he's throwing his life away every time he fights. Something about that seems to always win.
Now don't get discouraged. No one's going to die.
All right.
I want you to show a little more spirit, Keitaro.
To be frank, this has been the best scene for Hijiyama in this entire game.
I agree.
I was none too impressed with 2188. Hijiyama in his own route is a thoughtless idiot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it to be that way. I don't think he is. That's just what you get to see. It's just yakisoba pan, yakisoba pan, yakisoba pan, chase Okino, chase Okino, chase Okino. When fail to chase Okino, eat more yakisoba pan.
Right.
However, this has actually been quite fascinating. The other time we saw 2188 Hijiyama, aside from like the log where he had just killed Judo Izumi, was when Izumi was trying to save Yakushiji's daughter, Mayumi.
Yeah.
And there he was like, no, we can't let the little girl in. No, Colonel, you can't risk your life to go out there and save someone. And, it just made him look rigid, which he's always seemed to be pretty rigid.
Very narrow-minded.
Single-minded?
Single-minded, that's better, yeah. I didn't like the way narrow-minded sounds.
Yeah.
Single-minded.
Let's go. We're taking back our Sentinel.
That's what I want to hear. There it is.
Wow, this is really easy
Just
to
how
sneak
I
in.
remember it. Freeze! Another one?
Dude, where'd you get that? Also, again, Hijiyama wins every fight?
He's still alive. I'm using low power shots, but still. Feels like we've given these guys quite the punishment.
Oh, they've just been blasting them as they ran in.
Oh, well, there you go.
I want to thank you, Takatoshi-san. I couldn't have recovered the Sentinel without your help.
It's still a little too early to be thanking me.
Right. Natsuno-san's already out there fighting. I'd better join her.
Save some action for me, all right?
Near the end.
Oh, okay. So
I'll catch up to you soon.
This is after the scenes we've seen. Scene.
Oh man, I want to keep running around.
Activate Sentinel. BJ, a different me from a different time. According to him, I should be able to activate the Sentinel now.
Go forth, man. Kick butt.
It worked.
Miura's level 30 skill, classmate, I think it's called, lets him have more damage on his attack after Hijiyama attack. Meaning that if you have Hijiyama, Miura, and Natsuno,
You just got like a combo of attack boosting.
well, I mean, it's not like circular, but Hijiyama attacks, Miura gets a boost for his attack, and then since Miura has attack, he uses his now Natsuno skill, so Natsuno attacks and gets a boost.
All right, no time to waste. Natsuno-san, can you hear me?
Miura-kun, thank God. I thought it was all over.
Just stay put. I'll be right there.
Okay.
I have to protect my family. And everyone I hold dear, even if it costs me my life.
I don't really understand why we had to see Destroyers of Worlds for that.
Me either, frankly.
What were we going to have spoiled? Nothing? For that matter, maybe some Natsuno stuff? Maybe?
It kind of seems like an arbitrary lock to me.
Yeah, the thing is about Miura is his was the route in which we found out, like, the truth of everything. So, who the heck cares, right? Right here at the very end, I don't want to get started with something else.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'll do a battle.
Works for me.
Having said that, why is this at 68? There must be a bunch of scenes at the end that's really bringing down our percentage, you know?
Yeah, that must be it.
You're just gonna agree with me no matter what I say, huh?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, let's see how well we do.
I agree.
I have upgraded many things. I still have.
Okay, I'll stop.
I'll be asking for advice in the battle, Billy Coon.
Yes, you will.
I've upgraded many things. I still have about 200,000 chips left, but it was just like, but I understand what the value of things is now. What am I saving this for? What new information? So I played with upgrades to see what actually would have the most value when upgraded. Surprisingly, the zero energy crummy attacks are pretty good, except that armor exists, so that kind of makes them useless.
That's why you have other attacks on the...
It's just that when I was upgrading them all to see, you know, what actually would develop the most numerically, I found out that the answer was super large missiles, so, yeah.
Incoming tactical nuke.
Now, weirdly, and this kind of sucks, this stage is Horde of Worker and Hunter Kaiju will appear. Well, that means it's going to be giant clouds of, although admittedly weak enemies, they're not going to be worth any energy to take them out.
Oh, I see. That's going to be a problem.
We'll see how it goes.
Yep.
Are they here? Not yet, right?
3:12 a.m.
Don't push yourself so hard. I can hold the line here, Natsuno-san. Please fall back if you need to. Natsuno-san?
You know, Miura-kun, you kind of remind me of BJ.
Oh, really? What makes you say that?
Natsuno knows.
I know.
I do?
Weird, right? It's not like the two of you are that similar, even.
If I had to guess, it's because he felt the same way. You can withdraw, Natsuno-san. I'll stay here. As a shield.
I'm not going anywhere. Number 17's gonna win this for us. It's BJ's own Sentinel, after all.
Also, hordes of workers and hunters. You know what the best move for that is, don't
Super
you?
large missile or missile rain?
Missile rain.
All right.
You're right. He and that Sentinel are one and the same. And I know I can count on him to protect you.
Daimo's signature's approaching. They're coming.
Well, nothing else for it. Please, cover me.
Let's see what we get. I was really expecting more enemies, but if that's what they're gonna give me, okay.
We must win.
I feel like
I'm
interceptors
counting on you.
and sentry guns would be good in a stage like...
Are we
has been described to us.
With full of swarmers?
Your turn.
Yeah.
Back me up.
And
Gonna be
Natsuno,
okay.
go for a warm-up run.
Number 17, moving.
Yeah, whole bunch.
There's
Whole
still
bunch
hope.
of guys appearing. You just go ahead and defend. That's fine.
23, defensive mode.
Oh, that's not very much. Of
It's-
course, there's also like 8 more waves coming.
Right. Twin tails. This is a large amount of guys. I do want to say that. And thinking
Remember
about
your
it,
training.
these are Hunter 2s, not the ones with armor. And the Worker 2s aren't armored either. That being the case,
Die!
Here we go.
Doria, etc.
How's that?
So there
Give it
actually
up.
are some value targets in there.
Keep my
That's good.
spirits up.
Otherwise, like you said, getting back energy would be troubling. And the swarm of interceptors descend!
Oh, did they?
Look at them! They're already like, bang! Oh, wow. There's a lot of guys coming!
Yeah, there's really a lot.
How's that? Spirit, come on! 17 with an
Here we go. Oh.
Oh, no!
So dense.
Nice.
I don't have any idea how many guys I just took out. But it looked like a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the interceptors got that.
Yeah, I think they do. This seems like the way to do it.
That's it.
God! I was just wrong about energy. The numbers.
The sheer numbers. Oh, there's so many!
They're on
Oh!
range.
Oh!
Here they all come. PlayStation's choking up. Okay. That's enough.
The game is dying!
No fight I can't win.
So about that missile raid.
I really want her to do it.
Ah, I see. That's the Deimos' vile strategy to overload the meta system's rendering capability.
Hey, that's not a bad
What's the plan?
not a bad move.
Number 21 on Let's go, Natsuno.
Oh, okay.
What to do?
Oh my God, the numbers.
Ready for this?
Jesus!
What's even happening?
Well, Natsuno's going to be at full energy for a while.
Stay calm. Remember your training.
I don't know if I'm I don't know. I don't know if I'm like afraid or intimidated or. Aha. Okay. There's an RPF. 16,000 hit points
Where are
armored.
they?
So I guess the super large missile won't take it out, but it would be so close to one-shotting it. I mean, I can just point at any group and it will die. For now, I'll just do the smaller stuff. No, I won't. No, I'm gonna shoot these kind of more value targets up here.
They don't stand a chance. Take that!
That's a no.
Enemy down.
Better put on a show for Yuki-chan.
Like the damage isn't much, but it just keeps coming. And I don't really have to think that hard about what to do.
You just shoot in a direction and you're gonna take something out.
I got him. Here you go. Nice. That ought to do it.
I'm a little worried about the terminal.
Yeah, there are some missiles coming towards it.
We must win.
I just saw a giant blob of damage. Okay. I've got to save the other ones, though, but at least that shoots
will not
down
lose.
all the missiles.
You realize another wave spawned in the middle of the missile storms, right?
Oh, I better shoot some more. Look at Natsuno's energy.
Oh yeah, like I said, she's gonna be in full energy for a while.
Okay, run for it, Judo.
I'm in range. Moving out.
Wow. Just... Okay, so there's some guys up there. Hopefully the interceptor clouds will get them.
Juro needs to do something about the swarm in front of him.
I was thinking of missile storming in that direction.
I think that would be a good decision.
I'm just gonna have to get these guys next. Missile rain.
Map? Who needs a map? There's look. This is by far the most ridiculous thing. Oh my god! What is happening? All I know is Daimos are exploding.
Oh, okay. Really, I gotta do this.
Gotcha. Bullseye. Nice. There you go.
We must survive.
The lag battle.
Where are these missiles coming from?
Those twin tails.
Alas, this is like the cheapest way I have to hit it.
Let's do this.
But Megumi and Yuki, they've got to get rid of those dang twin tails.
Yeah.
As long as I can keep this thing moving.
It's like time goes and then from all the explosion.
Okay.
There's another RPF that spawned to your south.
Yeah, I saw.
Let's do this.
I don't see any more waves incoming.
There's one right there.
Well, I mean, other than what's currently on the map.
Ah, yes.
This may not quite work, but I'll do it anyway.
Don't screw with me.
Oh, that worked out great.
You're scrapped.
Enemy on the move.
I mean, these numbers.
Good lord, the combo's going to be huge.
Part of me wants to just wait for that to land, and then just nuke the RPF and that wave. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do.
Within enemy threat range.
Any more serious targets? Terra carrier?
Yeah.
Okay. So I wonder what all this is. I haven't looked. Die!
Gotta think.
Oh, it did kill the RPF.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. And look at his energy.
Almost filled it up. Okay, Kurabe.
You killed the one thing. You're contributing, buddy.
Oi, be nice here. So to start, I'm gonna run up and punch these twin tails, trying to maneuver around to his back.
Right.
Damn kaiju. Got it. That hit.
Heavy Knuckles is actually pretty good.
I see that.
Ironically, Nenji, the person who does not need rush attack because he has the Mightier Demolisher Blade, has the best rush attack due to one of his skills.
Order.
Come on, yeah.
Enemy threat range.
Guys, anybody? Turn coming up. Should be nice. Yeah, it looks like there's not going to be anything else.
Within enemy threat range.
Our damage is good. City damage is fine. I have to knock those guys down.
We must win.
I've got to do this. I discovered, like, going over the footage, like, from editing the videos, you know?
Right.
Those are the moments that have caused the terminal or the city to take damage. These clouds of dudes bum rushing the terminal that we didn't quite see.
Take that.
So I've got to take it super seriously. It's not going to make us lose. It's just going to, block the S rank.
Right.
Gonna be okay.
Okay, where are guys?
Definitely.
Wow, I can hit them all.
How's that?
That's about what I thought.
Man, we've got it rough.
Oh, shut up. You don't get to say that after this frickin' stage.
Bullseye. I got it.
Incoming signatures from above.
Arg, Judo, come on. Get another turn. I need you to move, buddy. And no, you do not get to live.
that do it?
He'll start shooting
That oughta
missiles.
do
We
it.
all know what happens when some random guys out by themselves start shooting missiles.
You don't gotta justify your actions to me. I'm the yes man here.
Oh, him going to be deaded.
That's it.
And then when Judo ever gets a turn again,
Got it.
he'll, kill the
down.
other things.
Assuming that the frickin' interceptors don't polish them off.
Let's do this. Got it. Did I? I did.
Ah, you still didn't get it. You didn't.
I need to get out.
It's kind of amusing how everybody seems to have neglected this side, but
You're the one in charge. What do you mean, everyone?
do you want to fight?
Yes.
Darn it! It worked against me!
Gotcha. Nice.
Man, I really wanted to go crazy with super large missile.
Gotta keep it together.
Well, instead you went crazy with missile rain.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary to do that, so...
Get it.
Okay,
All right.
shoot!
Die. Nice.
Then I'll get rid of the other
There's
Apsos,
still hope.
and I'm gonna have Megami defend. She'll have enough time for it to actually go through and get her dang energy back, because she's one of the people, who has low offense, so she often starts at low EN, but the more energy she can start with, the smoother the early battle's gonna go, right? So,
Yeah.
Me am learn!
You am learn.
Oh, I'm gonna win before I get that energy, but me am learn!
You am learn. You am learn. There, buddy.
Here goes. Nailed it. That's some power. Gotta think.
One of the hunters slipped past him and was immediately gunned down by a sentry gun.
Do you see the range of EMP Stunner? I couldn't believe it. Upgrading it actually powers up its range.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Okay.
Give it up.
How's this?
Where are they?
No more Apsos.
Enemy on the move.
Yeah, it's just that terror carrier.
Try this. Bingo.
Okay,
Well.
let's do this.
Let's do this. We must win.
No, that's the fight.
Are we?
There's still okay, there we go.
It wasn't gonna take long before the interceptors got him. Okay, that was smooth as silk.
Now we just gotta slam the Aegis down on the others, right?
Unfortunately, it's not so simple. If we activate Aegis on all the terminals, time as we know it will stop in this world.
Okay, but what does that mean?
Maybe we have to wait until Goto for that. Because Morimura is the one who knows about it.
Maybe?
We'll stop time? You gotta be shitting me.
Our link to Universal Control would be completely cut off. Everyone but us will disappear. They'll never come back.
Whoa! Okay,
So there-
that's bad.
Maybe that does mean there are only 15 actual people and the rest are NPCs.
Oh, that's awful.
Surely not.
And that's not all. We'd be completely isolated, trapped in a dead world. Just us in the ruined city, until the day we die.
So at some point, don't you need to go to the factories in Sector 1 and mow them down?
Something like that?
So this Aegis isn't gonna save our asses after all.
So that's Operation Aegis. Even then, I guess she thought it'd be better than being annihilated.
If Morimura believed the Sentinel project was a lost cause, this must have seemed like our only option.
We won.
Well, our last two stories should pretty much be about that,
Yeah.
to some degree. A, the man sent to assassinate her, and Goto, the man who has her as his little sister.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Look at her damage. That's the highest damage I've seen, with 138, 317.
That's ridiculous. 2,000 consecutive hits.
Yeah, 2,000 consecutive hits. Ironically, we got the interceptor file.
Oh, goody. Horde of drum mines and twin tails.
Well, it'll probably be a while before we get to another battle, or possibly it'll be in the next one. Because we won't have time to do something else.
Just like now, where we don't have time to finish this